friends, and welcome to Weeby Reads Storytime. My name is Miss Carrie, and today as I'm making this video, it's officially the fall season. I love fall. It reminds me of changing leaves, pumpkins, and apples. And today I've really got my mind on apples. So we're going to read an apple picking book. It's called The Apple Picking Day, and it was written by Samantha Brooke and illustrated by Jim Dirk. Now you know this guy on the cover, right? That's Clifford. And in the original stories by Norman Bridwell, Clifford is a big red dog. In this book, he's still a little puppy, and he's going to go apple picking for the first time with Emily Elizabeth. So let's find out what happens. Now, before we get started, you should know that some people who owned this book before me didn't treat it very well. You remember our rules. We always treat our books well, but that doesn't mean that it's not a good book for reading. So let's get started with it anyway. Clifford, fall is finally here, said Emily Elizabeth. Emily Elizabeth liked the way the crisp air smelled. She also liked the way the leaves turned from green to red and gold. But most of all, Emily Elizabeth liked fall because it was apple picking season. Clifford, are you ready to go to the apple orchard? Asked Emily Elizabeth. Clifford didn't know what an orchard was, but he knew he liked apples. Do you see where someone's written all over this book, friends? That makes our hearts sad. But hopefully this child loved this book so much, and that's why they drew on it, because they wanted to help draw the pictures. Welcome to Addie's Apple Orchard, said a friendly woman. I'm Addie, and who might you be? I'm Emily Elizabeth, and this is Clifford, Emily Elizabeth answered. Well, everybody, said Addie, hop on. The orchard's just a short hayride away. Oh, look at that tractor. Have you ever ridden on a tractor before or on a hayride? It can be pretty bumpy. Look, Emily Elizabeth, said Mr. Howard. That pumpkin is as big as you are. And that one is tiny like Clifford, Emily Elizabeth said with a smile. Clifford's tiny now, but what do we know about Clifford later? He gets very big, doesn't he? Thanks for the ride, Addie, said Emily Elizabeth. I can't wait to pick the perfect apple. Have fun, called Addie. Clifford wanted to pick apples, but he was too small. He jumped once, he jumped twice, but he still couldn't reach. If I could just reach this one, said Emily Elizabeth. All her reaching made a loose apple fall to the ground. Woo-woo, barked Clifford. That's not the perfect apple, Clifford, Emily Elizabeth said. It's bruised. It looks pretty good to me, thought Clifford. Oh, cried Emily Elizabeth, this one might be perfect. But Emily Elizabeth reached into the branches. A few more apples fell to the ground. Clifford sniffed the apples. They smelled sweet. He pushed all the fallen apples into a pile. What do apples smell like? Well, what have we got here? Asked Addie. Looks like Clifford has been busy, Emily Elizabeth said, giggling. But those apples are bruised. Do you know what it means for something to be bruised? It means that they have a bad spot on them. Uh-oh, there's more writing. The bruised ones are so sweet, said Addie. They'll be perfect for making cider. Have you ever drunk cider before? That's a drink that's made from apples, and it's kind of like apple juice, but it's a little bit thicker than apple juice, and you can have it warm or cold. Thanks for a great day, Addie, said Mr. Howard. You're welcome, Addie replied, but I should be the one saying thank you to Clifford. He found me the most perfect cider apples. I hope you enjoy this pie, said Addie. It's made with apples from my orchard. Clifford wagged his tail happily. Do you like pie? I like pie. Apple pie is pretty yummy. Just look how tiny Clifford is. Boy, he doesn't stay tiny like that for long, does he? Emily Elizabeth, did you ever find that one perfect apple? Asked Addie. No, answered Emily Elizabeth. I found a whole pie full of perfect apples. Apples taste so yummy, don't they? I can just imagine what that apple cider and that apple pie tastes and smells like. Can you smell it now? I think I'll go get myself a cup. See you next time.